Things could have scarcely have looked bleaker for Washington and the Continental Army as 1777 found some conclusion. The British had effectively possessed Philadelphia, driving a few individuals from Congress to scrutinize Washington's initiative cap cities. Nobody knew superior to Washington that the armed force was on the very edge of collapse. Actually, he had resisted Congress's request that he dispatch a midwinter assault against the British at Philadelphia, and rather fell back to Valley Forge to rest and refit his troops. In spite of the fact that he had planned to furnish his tired men with more nutritious and gravely required winter apparel, Congress had been not able to give their cash to new supplies. That Christmas Eve, the troops feasted on supper of rice and vinegar, and were compelled to tie their draining, ice-champed feet with clothes. Urgent to keep his armed force in place, Washington attempted to stem departure by depending on lashings as discipline and afterward undermining to shoot betrayers immediately. For those officers who stayed with him, Washington offered profound thanks and wonderment. He depicted men walking without garments, covers, or shoes, leaving wicked trails in the snow, who showed, quote, tolerance and submission, which, as I would like to think, can be rare paralleled. The winter of Valley Forge may have flagged the finish of the American Revolution. Luckily for the Continentals, however, Washington did not surrender. Amid this time, Washington made a few key increments to his officer corps. For example, the Persian general Frederick von Steuben, who was entrusted with actualizing another preparation regiment, and Nathanael Greene, who filed in as officer general, soothing Washington of the obligation of supply. Washington, upheld by a dependable officer corps, was presently allowed to concentrate on procedures to beat the British. He was additionally floated by Francis's consent to join the Progressives in February of 1778. When Washington's spoilers in Congress acknowledged they couldn't influence his troops' dedication, they abandoned any mystery intends to supplement him. In March 1778, Washington drove his troops, their bodies and supplies renewed, and their certainty reestablished, out of Valley Forge to confront the British once more.